There.
Oh, the Norwegian flag.
Hi.
Hello.
You're so cute.
Oh, thank you. How are you?
We're so good.
I mean, we have Norwegian flags, so we're great.
We're set for life. We heard that you rushed home from school for this.
I just came from school.
What is secondary school? Is that what?
That's high school, right?
Is that high school?
I think so. Yeah, high school.
It's
you don't seem like you would be in anything but high school.
Grade.
11th grade.
11th grade. That's high school. Okay.
So how old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay.
Yeah,
high school.
High school. Yeah. We're
How
old.
are you guys?
We're old and graduated. I'm the youngest graduate.
I'm 21. He's 18.
Cool. Thank you so much for taking your time to do this.
Thanks for rushing home for us.
Yeah, you're so sweet.
No problem. Well, I have a bunch of questions here, so I just think we can jump straight into them.
Fire away.
Let's do it.
We got this.
Okay, so Descendants 2 is soon premiering in Norway. But for those that have not seen the first movie, what is it all about?
For those who haven't seen the first movie, Descendants is basically about the children of the classic Disney characters that we all know and love from our childhoods. So, for example, I play Cruella de Vil's son. She plays Maleficent's daughter. And we embark on crazy journeys. But I think the coolest part about it, really, and it's such an interesting concept, is that you sort of get to build on the classic tales that were told back in the 50s and the 60s. So it's kind of a cool way of sort of putting our own sort of Disney Channel spin on the classics.
Yeah, I've seen the first one, and I loved it. It was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to see the second one next week, and what can I expect?
Well, as we hear you have seen the first one. I would say, I mean, we really wanted to make sure, because we didn't know how people were going to react to the first one, and when we saw that there were so many positive reactions, we wanted to make sure that, you know, we brought the same energy from the first one into the second one. We didn't want to do something completely different. We wanted to keep our fan base because they were so incredible, so loyal. So we wanted to give them everything that they loved about the first one, but 10 times bigger, 10 times more, stretch our limits, and also maybe give them some stuff that wasn't in the first one.
There you go.
There's a lot more romance, not with one or two characters, but with a lot of characters. There's also there's also a lot of, there's a lot more action as well. Like, you know, because there's sword fighting and everything like that, which we trained a lot for. Don't try that at home. But yeah,
Wear goggles.
Wear goggles.
If you're going to sword fight.
Orders all the time. Cool new fashion trend.
Smart.
Coming from Cameron and Dove. Yeah, there's a lot of everything. It's going to be big. It's like it feels
big.
big.
We're getting to know a few other characters like you.
Right.
Who are they?
So, yeah, let's see who we got. I think the additions really added a lot of cool stuff to our movie. We have Uma, daughter of Ursula from The Little Mermaid, played by China Anne McClain. We have Harry Hook, son of Captain Hook, played by Thomas Doherty. She fancies him.
Don't out me like that in public.
You're so outed. What are you talking about? We have Gil, son of Gaston, played by Dylan Playfair. And we have Dizzy, who is the granddaughter, right, of Lady Tremaine?
Yeah.
Played by Anna Cathcart. So we have a lot of new additions, and they are very talented people and very
lovely people too.
Yeah, they add a lot to the second movie. It's very cool.
Yeah, so it's nice to have them on set with you guys.
Everyone except for Thomas.
Yeah, he's the worst. But besides him, no, she likes him.
Yeah, I like him.
But yeah, no, he's cool, and everyone else is cool, and they all add a new element that we might not have had in the first movie. Yeah. So it's very good to have them, and they have added a lot to our movie.
They're incredible performers, incredible actors, singers, dancers. They're mind-blowing. It feels like they've been around since the first one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it, really. So, were there any challenges throughout the process? Like,
Every
Yeah.
every project really has its challenges. Really every dance number, every song, every scene has its own set of challenges.
Yeah.
I think overall, though, the most challenging thing um, is probably the physical and also mental toll that a project like that can take on you. Physically, we are dancing and sword fighting and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So you wake up sore, you are very fatigued and tired a lot of the time. So managing your body is a big thing for us, and then also, especially for her, because she had to be very emotional for a lot of the movie.
Okay.
So to stay in that state and sort of have the strength to be vulnerable is difficult. So those things mainly were some of the challenges that we had.
Yeah, I understand. But what was the funniest thing then that happened?
180.
Funniest thing. There were a lot of funny things. I mean, we keep saying there was this one day. I don't even remember this, and if I did, I'd be slagging him about it.
Really though. I might not have been on set at that particular moment because
I feel like I would have.
definitely would have remembered that.
Yeah, I would have teased him about it forever. He, what if we just didn't tell you?
And that's it.
And that's all. That's all you get. He, Thomas, decided to improv in the most choreographed scene where...
Yeah, wait, why did you ever think that was a good idea?
I know, like,
It was
this one
choreographed
scene,
to the millisecond.
it was choreographed to the millisecond, and everybody, like, if anybody moved even, like, an inch off in this sword fighting scene, it would almost, like, set everything off, because everything was about positioning and where you ended up and where you didn't end up. And
But Thomas obviously doesn't care about that.
decided to improv, and instead of like going around and doing his like choreography that he was meant to do, there was a railing, he was supposed to go around it.
Yeah.
He decided to jump over it.
Oh.
But he had never done that before, and we must have been shooting.
Yeah.
But he jumped over it, but instead of jumping over it, he didn't quite clear it, and he just broke it. He just broke the set.
In half.
He broke the set in half.
Oh my god.
Smart.
Which is what happens when you improv, kids. But he, we'll never let him live that one down.
Yeah.
He doesn't really seem to have much shame in that, but it's pretty funny.
He actually kind of likes it, actually.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I broke the set.
I did.
But like all Scottish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I broke the set.
I broke the set.
I broke the set. Yeah, but that was pretty funny. But also, like, we're a big group of like best friends, best buddies, so we are always laughing. But it's not really anything that I think would make sense if we tried to explain it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Okay.
You dig?
You dig?
Well, how long did it take to film the whole movie?
To film it took about 3 months. But the whole process of the movie that people don't really, I guess, care about. they don't really know. A movie could take like 5 or 6 years really to get it written and funded and all sorts of things like that. The sequel probably took about 2 years of preparation and then writing and all sorts of things, casting. So it's an extensive process, but the actual filming of it took about 3 months.
But also there's, even for the parts because we're not present for all of those, but we are, we have to go and record the music for a couple months beforehand, and we have to do all the photo shoots, and now
choreography and script and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Costume fittings, and now even long after the movie's been done for a year and it's coming out, and now we're promoting it everywhere. So a movie like this takes a long time.
Yeah, so you're in London now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
UK.
How long are you staying?
Couple more days, I think. We've had a couple days in London, we had a couple days in Amsterdam, and we had a day in Manchester, and then we head to Johannesburg, South Africa.
Oh, so you get to explore a lot then.
We do, yeah. We get to travel a bit for the job.
We are explorers.
We'll come to you very soon, hopefully.
So, you're definitely spending a lot of time together on set. But do you ever hang out off set and do stuff together?
Right now.
Yeah, exactly. Right now.
I've been hanging out with her for a week.
Too long. Obviously Thomas and I are dating, so we are together constantly, all the time. What?
Sorry?
Cameron.
Do we ever hang
Do
out
we
together?
hang out?
Honestly, we don't
She's
really.
too busy for me.
Because we're never really in the same city.
Yeah, like she'll fly to Scotland for Thomas, but she won't fly back to LA for me.
I know. I'm sorry. I need to get my
She's in
life
Georgia,
together.
New York, and everywhere else.
You're in Colorado.
Colorado? When was I in Colorado? I was in Utah.
Utah. Oh, you're witnessing our first fight.
Yeah, this is very intense.
Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the cast is kind of always working. Like the whole cast, not just me and Cam.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of all over the place. It's hard to pin us down. But, when we're actually on location, yeah, we're having barbecues. We're going to people's houses. We're having little get-togethers, playing board games. It's nice.
Yeah, cool. And can you tell me a bit about your characters, how they've changed from the first movie to the second, and if you're like them in any way?
Let's see. Yeah, so Carlos, from the first movie to the second grows a little bit. He has a bit of, an awakening.
Okay.
I'm just being stupid now. He has a crush and he has different things to deal with, including her and other things. So, yeah, there are a lot of his dog is in this movie a lot more than the first one. That's all I'll say. So it's a lot going on for Carlos. But yeah, he sticks it out, and he's pretty responsible and wise for his age, and I feel like that's sort of how we're the same, actually. So he manages it pretty well towards the end.
Yeah, I would say that Mal changes a ton. She's pretty much in a complete 180 because her whole life she was trying to be like her. So Mal is basically a 50-50 human being. I always say that because her mother is the most evil of them all, her mother is like, it's like if her blood is like green, it's like 100% coursing with green. But I assume that Mal's father is either good or he's human or something. And so I always kind of imagine it like she has a very sensitive, loving human heart, but then she bleeds green, like Maleficent, like her eyes turn green. She's equal parts evil and good, which is why she is sort of the leader because she kind of represents the struggle of evil versus good. She's like the ultimate evil versus good.
The struggle is real.
Struggle's real. Hashtag struggle's real. But she, so she's been evil her whole life. Or as evil as she could be. And she was the most evil of all the kids, which was still not evil enough for her mom. I think because probably her mom kind of resented that she had a half-human daughter, maybe? Or there was something.
There's backstory here,
There's
man.
backstory.
Backstory.
But then now she's trying to be everything that she was not in the first film. She's trying to be the perfect girl, but then she's still too evil to be perfect, too. And so she kind of loses everything that she was, so she's completely opposite than she was in the first film, so that's what's changed. In terms of what we have in common, I would say we're both really passionate, we're both really loving, really emotional, really fiery. I guess really the only difference is she gets angry a lot more than I do. I never really get angry.
Yeah. And you? Cameron? Yeah.
I think what we have in common...
Yeah.
I think what Carlos and I have in common is that, we're both the youngest of the group.
Yeah.
So that's sort of something where, you sort of look up to your older siblings in a way. So that's something that we have in common. And he's a lot of fun, I'm a fun guy. I do have a dog as well.
Oh, no lie.
We both
These
have
are all
freckles.
true.
We both look the same. It's weird. No, we yeah, and we're both very wise for our age, I would say. We give good advice and we care a lot for our friends. So, yeah.
Hey.
All true.
Well, I'm at the last question now, so
Oh, dope.
do you want to say anything to your Norwegian fans?
We love you, Norway. We want to come see you soon. I've never been to Norway.
I haven't either. I wish I had been.
Do you know anything about Norway?
Not much.
Not too
Can
much.
you enlighten us?
Well, we are, or what do you want to know?
It's cold.
Everything.
It's cold, right? It gets very cold.
Yeah, in the winter it gets kind of cold, yeah. Like minus, where I live, it can get like to minus 20 degrees. Yeah.
Ooh,
Maybe I don't want to go to Norway.
Yo,
Dang.
I love that.
Depends on where you are. Usually like -5.
That's cold.
Like up in the north, that's really cold.
I love it.
I grew up in Los Angeles, so cold for us is like 60 degrees.
I love the snow. I want to be there. I am made of snow.
We love skiing.
Yeah, exactly. I knew it.
You knew that?
That was yes. I keep track of my snowy
You
places.
just said you don't know anything.
No,
about
I
Norway.
said it gets cold, right? It's really cold.
Good.
Thanks, Jenny.
Thanks for taking your time.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for doing this with us. That
Thanks
was
for
awesome.
rushing home from school. You're so
Yes.
cute.
Oh, this was all fun.
You're so cute. Look at her smile and her dimples. You're a darling.
Aw, thanks.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
See you later.